It's the Saints anthem.
What's happening?
Umbrellas, we gon' be alright.
Hey,
Umbrellas,
yeah,
cause we got Vilma back.
we back.
Umbrellas, we gon' be
Mark Zuckerberg tried to put me in jail.
We gon' get the trophy
You know.
back. Let me get that hand clap, clap. 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 Let me get that hand clap.
We might be going back to jail after this one.
Let me get that hand clap, clap. Let me get that hand clap.
We might be going back to jail after this one, but look here, man. I'm just so excited right now. Mark Zuckerberg tried to put me in jail. He tried to put me in jail. I'm going to go back to the smaller size. But Mark Zuckerberg tried to put me in jail, man, because we were talking about our Saints, man. We were excited during the draft, y'all. I was excited during the draft. I was streaming the entire draft live. Instead of, I know that you can't stream the commercials. So during the commercials, what I did was I muted the commercials and I played music. And all of the music was Saints related. And we had people in there who were a part of different teams. And I think someone reported me, but it's okay. It's okay. But look, man, I'm so excited about our team right now. I just wanted to do a little video, get this out here, put some stuff out there that I haven't been able to say for the past 48, 72 hours, however long it's been. Just want to put some stuff out there that first and foremost, I want to say bravo to Mickey Loomis and the rest of the gang that's put together that draft. That draft was amazing. If you watch my stream as I was streaming the draft, I was going bananas. I had some clips of that I wanted to add, but I'm not because I got to get this done right fast before I have to go get something to eat. But look, man, Chris Olave or Jameis Williams, those were the two guys I wanted. It was pick one. I wanted either or. I wanted either one of them. We went up to get Chris Olave. I was absolutely ecstatic. I was excited. I'm happy. Trevor Penning is the guy that most of the draft boards wanted. That when we got to that 19th pick, that was the guy that was always there. That we was like, hey, we're gonna get him. So we drafted him. Then we went up to Taylor Alante. I know everyone's confused, but listen, with the signing of Honey Badger, that Taylor's just going to be, Alante, he's just going to be on special teams right now, getting himself together on special teams, learning the system, and we expect him to be a player in 2 to 3 years. And the rest of the guys, I'm not going to really go too much. The Jackson brothers, they're not really brothers, but I just like that both of their last name was Jackson. We're not going to talk about them too much. But shout out to the military. I like to give thanks to all of our military veterans. I'm a veteran myself. So my guy who went to, I think he's from Army. I want to say he played for Army. Jordan Jackson. I'm not sure, but I think so. But yeah, he gets a lot of my respect just for that. But yeah, I'm excited about the team, everyone. I just had to let that be known. I am excited about our team. So first I want to talk about, I gotta say it, we had all of the talking heads. They were talking about, hey, the Saints, they need a quarterback. Why else would you trade up to go up unless you get a quarterback? And some of us who were kind of praying and hoping that was false, we were vindicated. That our team and our general managers and our head coach was like, yo, we do not need a quarterback right now. We're behind J-Bo. We're behind J-Bo, man. And congratulations to Jameis on graduating. I can never not salute someone that goes out and go back and get their education because that's a big deal, and I appreciate that, Jameis, for you doing that. That's a great role. That's a great trait for being a role model and the starting quarterback of a historic franchise like the New Orleans Saints. So I salute you for that. But yeah, I also want to say, listen, everyone who's still not on the Jameis bandwagon, listen to old Al. Listen, I had to be won over also. And one thing that a lot of you say, and I get it. Jameis had a questionable past. He had, you have accusations. We all did foolish things growing up, he was a child doing childish things, and now that he's older, you can see the maturity. One thing I want to tell everyone who's still not on the Jameis bandwagon or on the Jameis wagon, embrace someone that's changing. Notice they're changing. Like, some people are just bad guys, and if you notice that a person's a bad guy, that's a bad guy, and they're not changing. But when you see someone that's maturing, showing great quality, being a leader in the locker room, and you just notice that this person is different. He grew up. 23-year-old Jameis Winston and 27, 28-year-old Jameis Winston, that's two different people, man. So we love that guy, man. I love that guy, man. I never thought that it would be so fast that I would love another quarterback in the Saints jersey outside of Drew, because Drew's the bar, man. Drew did so much for the city. Drew did so much for the team. Drew he was, what's that word I'm looking for? He permeated the inner workings of the New Orleans culture, man. So, like, Drew just being him, a young guy, a guy from Texas, and he came into New Orleans and he just fit in, man. And I watched Jameis and I watched other guys, and they come into the city and they fit in. They look just like they're perfect for the city. And I never thought it would be this quick. And I know that's why a lot of people are having a hard time also of going with Drew and giving Jameis, giving Jameis an opportunity, because it seemed like we just broke up with Drew and all of a sudden there's this new guy and everybody love him. But it's just, we're lucky. We got a 27, 28-year-old former Heisman Trophy winning, former national champion, former NFL Pro Bowl quarterback who threw 5,000 yards, still who's going into his prime at 28 years old under Carmichael. We got lucky, man. So for those of you that's still on the side and kind of just give it a chance, don't rush. You don't gotta rush. You don't gotta go head over heels in one day. Take your time, watch him, watch the guy, look at his working, look at his character, and judge him based off that. Don't judge him off of his past. But I'm looking at this lineup. I'm looking at Jameis. I'm looking at Mike T, Chris Olave. I'm looking at Alvin Kamara, Big Cam, David Onyemata, Shai Tuttle, Marcus Davenport, Demario Davis, P. Warner, Paulson Adebo, Honey Badger, Marcus May, Marshawn Lattimore, CJ, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson. Come on, man. This team, we got Taysom Hill coming in as the whatever. Taysom plays football. I hate people. Stop giving Taysom a position. He's a football player. So and they have Taysom as a tight end on our depth chart. No, Taysom is football player. FB, Taysom, football player. But I wanted to come in and just give a little 10-minute video together because I'm just excited about our team. Mark Zuckerberg put me in timeout, so I couldn't really come in on the Who Dat Nation page and type and argue and encourage and just be a part. I like that group. That's my favorite Saints group. So I'm doing this video specifically for this group because there are other groups that I'm also in, but I don't really participate as much because those groups they're kind of flawed. Like, this group is a group specifically for the fans and for people of, this is a Who Dat, like, this group embodies the moniker Who Dat Nation. So I come in here and I participate because I love this group. I love my team as well, so I had to just come in and say that, man. So now that I'll be off of timeout in about 4 or 5 more hours, and I'll get to share this video later on. But I just had to do it because, listen, we're back, man. I think I seen a lot of people, like a lot of talking heads. We got 1 more minute before I cut it off. I seen a lot of talking heads. They're kind of confused. They thought we were going to rebuild. Hey, Sean Payton's gone. Drew retired. What are you guys going to do? What are we going to do? They keep asking us, what are we going to do? I don't think they understand. We're not rebuilding. We reloaded. We're going back to the Super Bowl. Listen, I'm so excited about this team, man. I never thought. I think I'm gonna come home. I think I'm gonna come home and just I'm gonna come to some training camp. I think I'm gonna come home and just go to preseason games. I think I'm gonna do so much this year because I'm so excited about this team, man, and I just can't wait to see it. I know basketball season's still going on, but listen, I'm all in on football already, man. I'm excited. Listen, who that nation? When you see this video, you'll know Mark Zuckerberg let me out of timeout, and I'm back. We're back as New Orleans Saints. We are back. Get behind the team. I'm telling you, get behind the team. Oh yeah, one more thing. Jarvis Landry. I think we might get Jarvis Landry. Don't sleep on the Jarvis Landry. And another name that people don't I think people are sleeping. I don't think we're done with these free agents. So there's gonna be some more names. I think that right now Mickey Loomis, he kind of has that. See, we always thought that I went over 11 minutes. We always knew that Sean Payton was kind of prideful and he believed that he can win with any quarterback, which he kind of proved. Last year we won 9 games with 4 different quarterbacks, hurricane displacement, 58 different starters in the lineup at one time in one season, I mean. And we still won 9 games and was an overtime gift wrap from the 49ers where we should have been in the playoffs. So Sean Payton deserved to be prideful. But one thing I'm learning now watching this, Mickey Loomis has pride too. Mickey Loomis is trying to prove to everyone that, listen, Sean Payton wasn't the only one. And I think Mickey Loomis is trying to prove a point because it's rare that you see the Saints go all in on so many free agents, on drafting the players that we need, not just the best player available. Because there's very few times you see us draft players in the first round that are playmaking type players like receiver, cornerback, running back, edge rushers or stuff like. We usually draft interior linemen, offensive linemen. We're not drafting playmaking players in the first round and going after big name players like Tyrann Mathieu. I think Mickey's trying to prove a point. I think he has the ultimate faith in Dennis Allen and Pete Carmichael. And for some reason, even though 24% of our fans don't believe in Jameis, I really believe that Mickey Loomis and Dennis Allen believe in Jameis, man. And Pete Carmichael has to believe in Jameis because he watched him last year, and I think Pete's gonna open up that offense this year, man. So hey man, if Jameis throws for 4,500 yards this year, 38 touchdowns and 12 interceptions, man, I would not be surprised. I'm picking the Saints to go this year. We have a weak schedule, everyone. If go back and look at the schedule, I think I'm gonna do more videos like this and kind of just share it because I like doing this, and I got the equipment, so I might as well use it. But look at the teams we play this year. We got a pretty easy schedule. We have a pretty easy schedule, so we can really make some noise this year. I think we're gonna win the division again. Well, not again, but win the division like we're supposed to. And I'm looking forward to it. So, Who Dat Nation, once again, when you guys see me again, that means Zuckerberg let me out of timeout, and that means I'll be back. So, hey, let's get this started, man. Who dat?
I feel that black and gold going back to the Super Bowl. I feel that black and gold going back to the Super Bowl. I feel that black and gold going back to the Super Bowl. I feel that black and gold going back to the Super Bowl. We got our game face on, we ready, y'all know it's that time again.
Let's go!